go. Greg Oates are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 and quarterback Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
That's good. For an Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Brought in by the tight end Dallas Goedert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle.
2 yards on
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Lions 48-yard line.
Once again, it's Barkley.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. Brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get past the mark. He's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
The 45-yard line.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He's got it. That's a 1st down. Across midfield. And down to the 47-yard line.
Gain of 8. That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Laporta in motion. So we are through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. 0-0 is the score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin the 2nd quarter. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. As we are ready to get back. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
the Eagles offense. Ready now for their second drive. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest, and they'll begin 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Barkley, and he'll get forward for a couple. Malcolm Rodriguez in for the tackle. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. Moving to his left. Off he goes.
Jalen Hurts. A gain of 9 yards. That's good.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Third and short, Hurts will throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurs just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. Off his foot, Mike, this ball was just never on target. He might have been hoping for it to work a little left to right, but it just didn't want to cooperate. It ends up staying wide left.
The Lions offense about ready to get going. On their 2nd possession, they'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10.
We go tonight.
From the gun, it's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 11. And the Lions first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
8 yards on the
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half.
At their 49.
Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
What? Is that?
Laporta in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 2.
Laporta in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. 1st and 10 now from the 36. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. He'll push forward for about a yard. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
1 yard.
It is 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
What's that? Black 20.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's Goff. It's Isaac to Slav. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
That's right side and into the hands of Toslav. And he will score! Isaac Toslav. Touchdown, Lions.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1, What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Lions 7, Eagles 0.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over just before the half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
22 yards. And an Eagles first down.
A first down throw for Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. First and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, but we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just 1 touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Just that 1 touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup, though, of 6. From the 33, here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 32 yards.
It is a big play there for the Lions. 32 yards.
1st and 10.
I think it's pretty clear what the halftime message was from the coach, Mike. He said, I want to come out in this second half and deliver an early blow. Come out swinging. Well, I think they've made that statement pretty clear here to start the 3rd quarter. If they can finish this drive off with a touchdown, I think they'll have done just that. All right, So anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. Third down coming up.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll take this one in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0.
Eagles, nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down is Hoops. Open receiver is Dotson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
8 yards. And it's
Hurts to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles first
Now
down.
Hurts. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
They run out of the gun with Barkley.
Saquon Barkley. Alex Adams on the lead.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Give him 11 on the scramble. Give them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line. Here's a 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd
Hurts now.
and 10.
This one is caught by Dotson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Oh, yeah. And he does not want to go down. Somehow they turn that into a gain of 6. From 29, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down.
20!
Now, Goff. Now, he'll air one out. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
Jack Fox.
So, on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. They send Britton Covey back deep. So now it's Jalen Hurts and the Eagles trailing 14-0. A little under 2.5 to go. On 1st down, it's Hurts. This one brought in by Brown. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. Now Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. Able to convert. It's 3rd and short, and they pick up 4.
That's good for Eagles.
They'll drop to throw. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it.
They have a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He'll get that out to Barkley. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. And they'll take this down inside 35. This is 1st and 10.
That's another Eagles 1st down.
Here we go. One final play. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Lions. They put together a complete football game as they finish this one in shutout fashion. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out in the starting game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
New notifications. You haven't assigned a controller profile to that shortcut.
And he goes down right there. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
That's good for the Browns. First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you've got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. Antonio Johnson, a nice tackle there behind the line of scrimmage.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Throwing, Sanders over the middle. He's got Bond. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. As Sanders has it poked free. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whenever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and doing everything in his power to follow through.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Etienne up the middle. Dancing at across middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. 46 yards for Travis Etienne. And the Jaguars put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Point after try forthcoming. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready?
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Jenkins to start the drive. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Once again, Jenkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Sanders. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Lawrence. And Thomas has it. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there but couldn't bust free.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll run with Etienne. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Sanders to throw. To the left side, he finds Bond. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Well, Sanders has it poked free. And the Jags grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So the minimum.
As Sanders has it poked free. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it is now 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Play action. It's Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll run it here. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 36.
Here's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They go play action now. Sanders. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. To throw is Sanders. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 12-yard line.
To throw now, here's Sanders. They'll swing this out to Jenkins. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
19 Tigers.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cedric Tillman from 4 yards out. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Now he's going to step up and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Jaguars. First down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Second and 10.
He was covered by Campbell.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he fends him off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. A handoff for Etienne. And shutting him off now open field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
A gain of 12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, he fakes the spike. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they're trying to hit him with something you don't see too often. But it doesn't work out. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
19 Tigers.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Now a 2nd and 6.
At the 32-yard line.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Sanders. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Judy, 70 yards. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. The partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, right back to Judkins. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Sanders. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
12 more yards. That's another Browns first down.
Unlock right.
On first down, here's Jenkins. Down the right sideline. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
Here we go. Start.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle made by Dennis Wood. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
Lawrence will throw.
At the 29-yard line.
And he whips that one incomplete there. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a give to Etienne. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Open man. This is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Etienne once more. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Schlesinger on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. From the shotgun, Lawrence will try and do this himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So now the Browns down by a field goal, 2:09 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. On play action, here's Shadur. Open man, that's Tillman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11. And the Browns first down.
Tillman motions to the left. On the zone read, this is Judkins. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
A loss of a yard.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Sanders. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And some room to run now. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. He's still barreling through. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. As Sanders has it poked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Hey, easy, Ralph. Hey, son.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And they can't bring him down. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Sanders to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
New notification. Trophy earned. Press the PS button for details.
Performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Prime Time. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
They'll try here for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
The Raiders take
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off a back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Raheem Mostert, 56 yards. And the Raiders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Rams 6.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
21-yard line.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
There on the tackle.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. From the 50, it's Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that's complete to Adams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being big.
And the Rams got it. They bring it down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Now Smith. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Xavier Smith deep for L.A. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd
Stafford.
and 4.
And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Smith. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Back to throw, Smith. Short throw, caught by Bowers. And he is going to grab the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 8. And the Raider 1st down.
Smith. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. They'll give him 40 yards there. And it's 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
On the zone read to give to Ginty. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Gino. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. That's returnable now for Smith. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now he'll tuck this and run. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. They'll get that complete to Parkinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Rams.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. Malcolm Kuntz there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Stafford now to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41.
Throwing to Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushes, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Brings up 2nd
Ball on the 40
5.
now. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Gino. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Cole now on the punt, and he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And the Raiders have got it. Malcolm Kuntz. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Stafford. Smith catches left side.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Rams 1st down.
Play action. Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Ready.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the 50, Stafford. And he checks this one down to Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
4-yard loss.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he stopped immediately there.
He landed Roberts there on the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He's going to get it again. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Ready. Red 80. Cut.
Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown, but no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
What a call there on third down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. They're going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And it'll be first and goal at the 7-yard line. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.
The snow continuing to fall as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go in the snow from MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Right to the air is Daniels. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run here with a rookie. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. And he is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
1st and 10.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Oh, he didn't spike it, he faked it. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on the this opening drive, not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. Well, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on a second NFC team, the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Come on, set!
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018. From USC, it's Sam Darnold.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on media day about what a victory here would mean for him.